And we're live.
In uplifting news, I've got it linked here. Did you see that in ISIS suicide bomber, they were at their going away party, like a pre-bombing quinceañera of sorts, and their food and their drink and their sheet laden women. And
is the quinceañera like a little girl's 15th birthday party if she's Mexican? Is that what that is?
Yes.
Okay,
that is correct. I'm very cultured. So I know all
clearly.
about these. Yeah.
That he just spent a lot of time with 15-year-old girls.
But a lot of 15-year-old
Mexican girls.
But this guy went to his own going away party, apparently dudded out in his fucking bomb shit. Like it must be like when you graduate high school and you go to the party afterward, or your college, and you still got your gown and your cap on, and everybody's like, "Oh, look at you got it!" Like he was going there, like, "Everybody notice anything different today?" And they're like, "Oh, Ahmed, you have finally earned your stripes."
A couple times he like pulled the switch out and went, "Oh!" and then like puts the safety back on and tucks it away, like fucking with him. It is a trick switch.
It is a trick switch. It will never have gone off, and then bang.
How many people died?
Himself and 12 other comrades.
Holy shit!
Yeah, so they went in like a group hug, like basically, or like first of all, who wears their bombs to their own party? It seems uncouth.
Yeah.
Like save the bomb, and second, like if you're gonna wear them, like don't have them hooked up, like. I don't know. And then also I was feeling bad for the people there until I realized they showed up for an ISIS suicide bombers going away party. I don't care if all you did was bring the cookie cake. Like
the thing about explosives, like, and I've taken a couple explosives classes now, and so you've got that detonator thing that it looks like it's metal and it looks like your pinky, and they're always sticking it into like the explosives and stuff. Like whenever we would put one of those in explosives, like it was like, all right, now everybody get away. It wasn't the sort of thing that you like put the detonator in and then you like stand around explosives, even if they aren't wired up, because there was always this sort of thought that like, what if that detonator just decides to go off right now? Then we all die. And then once you had wired the detonator in, even before the wires were stuck into anything, that was another level of fear and like, all right, now we're even more heightened and focused. And then when you actually stick those wires into something and like curl them down, it's like, all right, we're all hiding at this point. But it seems like with a suicide vest, you go through all of those steps, then put it on under your coat and go to a party like that.
That's what I would do.
Jesus
Christ.
That's
awesome. That's the best karma ever, right? Like I like to imagine that they had one of those. Do you ever have like a laying of hands? I'm sure you have, where like everybody gets around one person in church and like everyone lays hands on you and prays for you. I like to imagine that they're having that go, oh no laying of hands over there in Missouri.
See, we found another little divergence in our religious upbringing. So people would lay their hands on you and pray for you?
Not me particularly, but there would be a part of church where the preacher would be like, I want everybody out there who's feeling that they don't have the blood in them right now and they're not right with the Lord, like whatever you've got, that's whether you've got a sickness that's holding you back, a secret in your heart that's keeping you down, whatever, you come up here. And they would come up there and the preacher would lay his hands on them and he'd get all fired up saying stuff. And he'd be like, come on, everybody, come on over here. Let's all lay hands on. And like 18 people would all have a hand on you, like praying for that one person. And of course it's all mumbo jumbo, but if you picture that happening to you, it's a lot of positive vibes, right? Like just flowing into you. Like imagine being completely enveloped and surrounded with people all putting a hand on you and like praying to God that like your problems get better out loud. It's a pretty positive experience.
Yeah.
Unless that extrovert maybe.
Floats, which is what I like to think happened at this ISIS birthday party. I like to imagine they all like put a hand on Ahmed and then
ISIS are clearly the bad guys. I recognize this isn't much of a revelation, but like sometimes when we go to war, I think to myself, like, all right, would it be objective, right? To step out of your American clothes, your American hat, take that off, and just look. When we invaded Iraq, what made us the good guys exactly, right? Was it that Iraq was doing... No, they weren't really doing much. Was it because they did Kuwait 10 years earlier? No, it really wasn't really that. What was the official reason? Weapons of mass destruction, 9/11, neither of which they had or had anything to do with. Like, what made us the good guys?
Yeah, they were all Saudi. Yeah.
Right? Like, what made us the good guys in the Iraq War?
They plotted against George Sr. That's as close as I can come up with, right? Like,
which is a fair point. Having said that, George Sr. killed a lot of Iraqis.
So many.
So many. Like, you know,
Some would say
everyone needs a
lobster.
hobby.
Not nearly as many as Saddam Hussein, to be fair, but close.
Even in there, I look.
Well, he's the record breaker.
When when part of your country tries to rebel and does a civil war, and you put them down, you know, like, how is that wildly different than what Abraham Lincoln did?
Because Abraham Lincoln didn't gas the South.
He didn't have gas. You know, like Abraham Lincoln,
Sherman did ride through Atlanta and burn it to the ground, but then there was reconstruction afterwards, and
they used fire. You know, just about as good a weapon as they had at the time.
I think the difference in that Civil War is the American one was like 600,000 people are gonna die to end slavery. You know, mostly white guys, and then over there it wasn't quite the same thing, I don't think.